now that we've worked locking the main color and locking the contrasting color, entire rows of it, we would want to start following a pattern. So when you're swatching, the actual pattern itself doesn't matter, just the series of techniques that you're going to use need to be combined. So this swatch continues to be in the round because the thing I'm swatching for is in the round. And those first 4 stitches, I alternate main color, contrasting color, main color, contrasting color, so that I get a little bit into my work and my tension can begin to even out, so that when I'm measuring my gauge, the gauge will be more accurate. So yes, these are loose, and that is how they will be. And yes, these floats will drive you a little crazy, but learn to love them, make them nice and long, and just be aware so that you don't actually knit those instead of your yarn. So setting up, just like we've set up before, contrasting color in my left hand and my main color in my right hand, and we're going to just lock floats. So let's do 4 stitches of the main color. So there's the first stitch. The second stitch, I need to lock a float, so locking contrasting float. Third stitch is normal. Fourth stitch, locking a contrasting float. And then let's do 2 of the contrasting color. So the first stitch is always free. The second stitch is the one where we're going to lock. So I'm locking the main color. And then let's do 2 of the main color. So 1 stitch. The second stitch, locking the main color. And then we'll do 4 blue, 4 contrasting color ones. So here's 1, 2, which is locking, 3, and 4. Every second stitch is the one that you're going to lock a float on. So that is how you know. And I will just keep doing this randomly as I work. So here's a stitch, we'll lock another, we'll do another gray, and then maybe we'll do 1 blue, and 1 gray, and those, there's no, whenever I trade between one color or the other, there's no locking anything, so nothing gets locked on those. But if I do another blue, I would need to lock my gray. And so on. So you will follow your chart. However, the chart guides you, and you'll continue across your row when you're actually working a pattern. But when swatching, it doesn't really matter what order you're locking, what color you're knitting and what order you're locking. It can be completely random. I will say, if you work, 5 stitches of one color, 5 of another, and work in columns of some sort, that will help when you go to count how many stitches per inch, how many rounds per inch, and how many stitches per inch there are. So that is that. I hope swatching is fun for you. It gives us lots of information and helps us make successful projects.